Hello art fans! Today we are going to just go over a couple little clay techniques that you're possibly going to need to make your creature. As you can see, I've got vocabulary words that if you need to read through to review, they're here for you. You can stop the video. Otherwise, I'm going to put that off to the side. And just a couple reminders, a few clay techniques that you need to know. You need to make sure that you know how to roll a ball of clay. Okay, and you just use the palm of your hand. Little tiny bit of pressure, but not too much. And just gently roll and roll and roll until your clay becomes round. Okay, now, if you're going to make a muzzle or something, let's say you need 2 equal pieces, you can slice that ball of clay in half. That'll give you 2 semicircles. That also works for eyeballs. Let's say that you are wanting to make some sort of coil. A coil of clay, as you probably remember, is when you take a hunk of clay and you push it back and forth to resemble a rope or a snake. So just keep pushing it back and forth. This is called a coil of clay. This works great as a sculpting medium and also for attaching things. So sometimes you have to use a coil to fill in gaps, and then you would blend the coil. Nobody would know that it's there. That's a very important skill. Let's say you are wanting to make a bird beak. If you are making a bird beak, you might start with a ball of clay and use that same coil technique, but only push down, only adding pressure on one side. You can see my hand is a little tilted, and all of a sudden that ball of clay is narrower on one end. That's because of the pressure on one side. If it's still a little round on the bottom, it's not going to score and slip very easily, so you might have to tap it. That'll give a cone shape. This works great if you're making a bird beak. You can just slice it and pull it apart to give you the bird beak effect. Let's say you wanted to make a pig snout. What you could do is roll a ball of clay, but smush it flat, kind of more like a hamburger. Now it's still round, and usually pig snouts are a little more oval. So you can squeeze it down this way, okay? Find a tool out of the tool bucket, and you can add nostrils. So you want to dig around, see which ones are available. And so I'm probably going to use something like this. I think this makes a great nostril. See how it's kind of rounded? I can press, and all of a sudden I have a pig snout. If I want to give my pig a mouth, okay, mouths, you need a lower lip or a jaw. I'm going to take a ball of clay and smush it with a finger. See how it's a U shape? I'm going to cut that in half. And there I have a little mouth for my little pig. Okay, so just a couple ideas for shapes that you might need. If you need to roll a slab of clay, you take a nice hunk of clay like this and use a rolling pin and you push back and forth. All right, just a couple of methods. This is called a slab, when you roll your clay back and forth like pie dough. Okay, so just a couple ways that you can manipulate your clay. All right, happy sculpting. Bye.